And in the last 3 weeks, more than 40 windows in the street have been smashed.
Oh, yes, about that, yes.
Hold it. Thank you.
Can you remember when the window smasher struck first?
Well, it was a Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was a
Hold
Tuesday.
it. Thank you.
And quite a few windows in the street have been broken.
Oh, yes.
Both sides?
Oh, inside and out, right through.
Can you think of anybody who could be responsible for this outrage?
Well, as a matter of fact, we have drawn up some rather detailed lists. There are the people whose windows have been smashed, and then we've got the names of the people who might be suspects, where they were at the time when the windows were smashed. Well, we've got a complete dossier.
And what are your conclusions?
Could be anybody.
Well, that's a great help.
Yes, that's just what I think. Well, put it in. S-Y-K-E-S. S-Y.
Sykes, what are these newspaper people doing here? It was I who called the conference, Charles Brown, next door.
That's right, sir. We went to your house, but you weren't in. So this gentleman kindly invited us to wait in here.
I'm sure he did, and then proceeded to elucidate his theory about the window smasher, I suppose.
Well, you weren't in.
Well, I just nipped out to have a haircut.
Looks very smart.
Thank you very much. Well, now, look. If you just step inside my house, I'll give you the facts.
We have most of the facts, thanks to Mr. Sykes.
Mr. Sykes, what does he know about it? Look, not a scratch. My window was smashed to smithereens.
Well, we better be going now.
Well, not even a photograph.
I've got all I want, thank you,
Look,
sir.
I thought a shot of my window with me smiling through the hole.
That's not a bad picture. The face at the window. That was a horror film.
Your editor belongs to my golf club.
We've got a photo of him, thanks.
Yes, but I've had my hair cut and everything. Charles Fulbright Brown. I suppose, Sykes, you're very pleased with yourself, having stolen all the limelight. Don't suppose you mentioned me once.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, really? What did he say?
He said you weren't in.
Marvellous. That'll be all over the front page of the newspaper, won't it? Well, I wouldn't mind, but I mean, I have organised everything, the meeting and, well, everything.
Yeah.
Meeting?
Oh, yes, Eric, Mr. Brown has organised a meeting of all the senior householders.
Good for you. A meeting of the senior householders. About time, too. I love that. I wish I could go along, but I've got a shocking cough.
Won't affect your cough, Sykes. And anyway, you're hardly a senior householder.
Who isn't? I'm a senior householder as the next household. I demand to go to this meeting. Where is it?
Oh, well, you shall go, Eric, because Mr. Brown thought, and I agree with him, that it would be a very good idea, actually, if we did have...
Not here.
Any objections, Sykes?
Well, yes, it's a good night on telly. At 9 o'clock, there's boxing live from the apothecary's hall.
You're the most self-centered person I've ever come across.
We can't have a meeting here. Anyway, in the least, we're not allowed to have meetings. In the least, it said not to be used for business purposes, for dwelling only.
With half the street homeless?
Homeless?
With their windows out? This being one of the few houses that hasn't been vandalised, I thought you could be charitable for once in your life.
Yes, and I agree with Mr. Brown. I think we ought to open our doors to the windowless.
Oh, God heavens. Have all that mob tramping about here with the big boots, and I suppose they'll want tea?
No, I don't think so for a minute. Your sister was kind enough to lay in a few crates of beer.
It'd be cheaper to have our windows smashed.
Oh, look, here they are now. Just a minute, let me open.
Boxing on at 9.
Now, come on, Sykes, for heaven's sake. Well, let's get this place in here. Oh, here they are. Good evening, everybody. Make yourselves at home, will you? Will you see to the drinks later? Fine. There we are. Can you pull this chair up?
There's boxing at 9.
Really?
Live from the apothecary's hall. The Black Phantom.
Now, gentlemen.
And ladies.
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you.
You never do. Ricky, something to be going on with.
Oh. Donuts.
Yeah. You're not going to eat them, are you?
Well, they're not for dacoits, that's for certain. Hey, look at that hat. Donuts.
Well, I don't know why you're surprised. That's the third lot today.
I'm not allowed to eat them.
You won't get a chance. I wouldn't offer you the hole in the middle.
Look, are we here to discuss the gastronomic delights of donuts, or could we get on with the matter in hand?
I wouldn't mind a donut.
You'd eat it if it was a deck quoit.
If I was hungry enough, yes. We can't all afford scampi, you know. Oh, yes, well, I've seen you in that fish shop. Scampi this and scampi that. Oh, I'm surprised you don't breathe through your neck.
Oh, look who's talking! The dustbin of Acton.
Now, don't start that
Oh,
because
listen,
I'm...
there's boxing
Now,
at 9.
order, please, order.
To do something.
Let the chair speak.
Yeah, get more sense out of it than we will out of you.
Now listen, persons or persons unknown have been wandering around this neighbourhood smashing the windows.
What's the police doing about it? That's what I want to know. What do we pay them for?
Don't come the big boy just because I'm off duty. This isn't the only case on our books, you know.
And what was it today? A missing dog?
No, it was not a missing dog. As a matter of fact, it was 2 missing dogs. And a lady who'd locked herself out. And that was only this morning.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Constable, I do think that a maniac who goes round smashing windows takes precedence over a woman who locks herself out.
Not when the lady in question happens to be my wife.
All we're saying is, are we getting the proper protection? I mean, I'm just a poor widow trying to run a bread shop on my own. I mean, nobody appreciates what responsibilities I've got. Well, nobody does, really. Nobody does.
I'll tell you this. Since the first complaint was received, this street has been under round-the-clock surveillance.
Oh, yeah? Apart from you, there hasn't been a copper in sight. And with all due respect, they haven't exactly sent us the cream of the force.
Another remark like that, I might start to get curious about your dog's license.
Listen, we are not here to discuss dogs' licenses.
Or television licenses.
It's in the post.
And the time it's taken, it'll have a penny stamp on it.
Oh, come on, Corky, we're old friends. All we want to know is what steps are the police taking?
Ah, steps. Yes. Well, now, you may have noticed last week a new window cleaner.
Oh, yeah, tall fellow with a bucket.
That's right. Well, he was one of our lads.
He was a bright specimen, he was. He kept his eyes open, didn't he? They smashed that window whilst he was pretending to clean it. Boy, did he see the culprit?
It was dark, wasn't it? Yes. And how many of you noticed a car with 2 occupants in it? Look, I'll show you. Just down here. There I see. Down the road there, parked by the... Good grief.
What's the matter?
Somebody's pinched the back wheels.
Honestly, what is this neighbourhood coming to?
It's a battleground, that's what it is. A brick the size of my fist came straight through our window. Luckily, just missed me by a fraction. Caught the missus about one.
She hurts.
I don't know, I didn't ask her.
Well, I got one at the shop. I mean, I was baking the bread when wallop! Straight through the plate glass window, a half brick landed right in the dough.
I think I must have got that loaf.
Look, don't you start on about my bread.
Madge.
He's always going on about it. I've never forgotten you for that loaf you sent back and said it was stale.
Well, it was.
You'd had it a month.
No, that was the flam.
Listen, I am going to have you insult my bread shop or anything.
Are we going to talk about the windows or not? Because I've got a steak and kidney pudding waiting for me.
Now, look, the first thing you must do is to draw up a list of suspects.
Well, speaking professionally, and I suppose I was invited for that purpose, yes. Well, you see, speaking professionally, it's better usually to eliminate the suspects first.
Well, it's one thing we can discount anybody here because we've all suffered at the hands of the window smasher.
All of us?
Well, not us. We've been lucky, you see. Well, he's probably practicing on you so he can give us a really big shellacking.
Put his name at the top of the suspects.
Ridiculous. Ricky?
Yeah.
Whatever may have happened to your windows, I hardly believe that he'd chuck a brick through mine.
Perhaps it wasn't a brick, perhaps it was one of your donuts.
Now, look, my bread is one thing, but when you start to malign my donuts,
Charlie, don't keep on about a bread shop. Well, yeah, listen, if you've any complaints, nip down to Weights and Measures tomorrow. Now, for what reason is he a suspect apart from a holeless window?
I'll show you. Excuse me. Would you mind stepping over here?
What for?
Committee request. No, round that way, please. Hey, you see? He condemned himself. Yeah, I set a little trap for him there. I said, come on, come over here. And he walked straight past that window without ducking.
What does that prove?
It proves that you knew that nothing was going to come through that window and clout you.
Oh, you are clever, Mr. Jenkins.
You've been watching too much television.
We haven't got a television. That's why we don't have to have a television license.
No, we haven't got a dog.
Look, Sykes, until we clear this matter up, I think you better wait in the kitchen.
Did you see that? He walked straight across that and look at his varnish exposed to the elements.
Well, there's no point, is there? If we've already got the window smasher in here, go on, in the kitchen.
I haven't. Don't tell me you were to walk in my house.
The kitchen, Sykes.
I am just going to walk in the kitchen. Come on, Het, let's go and elucidate about the dreamt book.
It's an open and shut case. An
Yes.
open and shut case.
I know, but I mean, Sykes, I can't believe it. What's the point?
Well, he's crackers, that's what. He's crackers.
Well, look, I think we are all jumping to conclusions.
Oh, we might have known you'd side with him.
We are just good friends. And as for you, the next time you buy a loaf from me, you'll find it's gone up 15p.
Well, it's the only way you'll make your bread rise.
Mr. Brown, I have fallen off of you. Honestly, I'm sorry, but...
Well, I understand.
Oh, wait! It's worse than being down at the station. Well, there's one thing. You can all rest easy tonight, you know, because nothing will happen while I'm around.
Wait, sounds like Dunrovin.
Dunrovin? Yeah. My feet. Come on. Oh, look out, John.
Well, it's not our window, Eric.
You sure it was a window?
Oh, yes, I know that sound anywhere. There's a crowd round Dunrovin.
That's marvellous.
Marvellous.
Of course it is. There's a window smashed and we're on the premises. We're in the clear.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. All senior assistants keep out for you.
All right. You wonder who it's going to be.
Come in, gentlemen.
Ricky.
And lady. Now then, I would like an apology from all of you, and not just, oh, I'm sorry, Sykes, it was a mistake. I want an apology in the Acton Bugle signed by you all.
With a picture.
You can't get a picture of an apology.
The only mention you're likely to get in the Acton Bugle will be in the obituary column.
Watch it, Post, because there's plenty of room on that obituary column.
I warned you, didn't I? He'll wriggle out of it yet.
Oh, he's clever. He's clever.
You don't think that I went and broke that window at Dunrovin?
Yes.
Of course you did, Eric. Don't you remember, dear? You were sitting in the kitchen and you hurled a brick right through the keyhole of the kitchen door and it went up the alley and ricocheted off a lamppost and walloped right into Dunrovin.
Just not so fast.
Oh.
What was to stop him going out of the back door, going round while we were in conference?
That's ridiculous.
It's all right, it's in the clear. Oh, 5 minutes, 20 seconds from the back to Dunrovin. And that's not allowing him time to pick up a missile.
5 minutes for you, yeah, with all that food sloshing round inside you.
That does it. How long have you had that dog?
Look, could we stick to the subject? We'll find another day to discuss licenses.
He hasn't got a collar for it either.
Look, we've got a job to do. Now, Sykes, I want to see justice done. I want to be scrupulously fair to you. Did you or did you not smash the window tonight?
I did not.
Typical. I give him a chance and he prefers to lie about it.
Well, that's it then. Constable, instead of just standing there thinking about your steak and kidney pudding, arrest him.
Don't tell me how to run my affairs, Mr. Postman. You could no more get him convicted than you becoming Postmaster General. Right, well, my supper's ready, so I'm off now.
Yes, well, I'm off too, if you'd care to walk me to my shop.
Ah, well, actually, I should...
I have got a hot pot in the oven.
Really? Ah, yeah, well, perhaps my supper can wait.
Night, Ricky.
Madge.
Well, good night, all.
Good night.
Night, Corky.
Good night, Judge Jeffries.
My hot pot he's just had.
Never mind, dear.
Well, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind, Harriet and I would like to board up the window and switch on 9 o'clock live the boxing from the Apothecary's Hall.
You haven't got away with it, you know.
Don't waste your breath on him.
I think you've got it there. Listen, until Sykes makes a clean breast of everything, we'll send him to Coventry.
Right, I'll spread it on my round tomorrow.
Yeah, don't bother to deliver anything here.
Tell your brother I won't.
And you can tell your brother that when he has confessed his crimes and admitted to it, then we will all speak to him. Until then, bid him good night from me.
The postman said he won't, and Mr. Brown said when you have confessed and admitted to your crimes, then they'll all speak to you. Until then, he wants to bid you good night from him. But you heard all that.
Oh, I heard it, but you got such a lovely voice. Send me to Coventry? Morning, Tom. How's the wife? It's a lovely day. Sorry. Hang on, Tom. Have a little helps. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. You'll talk to me, won't you? Yes? Yes? Fine. Thank you. Yeah, is it? Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Was that the speaking clock again?
No, it's not the speaking clock, Clever Dick. If you must know, it's the weather for southeast England.
Harry.
That's another day and nobody said a word, not a word to me. And you know that dog that always jumps out and barks?
The Cocker Spaniel.
They put a muzzle on it. It's not good enough.
Oh, what a shit. Ah, there you are. Peter's talking to you.
Well, I've had enough of his sparkling repartee. Always just saying boo-boo in a key of V. Listen, do you know we've had the usual crop of letters again today?
Not threatening letters, Eric.
Not threatening, the usual from the neighbours. Just blank sheets of paper.
Still, it's nice of them to write, isn't it? Oh, never mind, dear. When they catch the window smasher, everybody will want to talk to you again.
Oh, yes, they will, but they'll have a job, won't they? They'll have to make a queue. Oh, yes, they'll have to form an appointment. To hear me sit down and give me diatribes, it's not good enough. It's about time the window smasher did us.
Yes. Well, he'll have to do it soon because there aren't many windows left in the street.
Yeah, well, that's what you said yesterday. Look at it. I've done everything. I've given him every chance. Look at that. You can't miss that, could you?
No.
I've even left a little pile of bricks in the road.
Oh, but he may think that's a trap, you know.
I've got it.
What?
I'll do it.
What do you mean, you throw a brick through the window?
Yes, I'll do it, and then we'll be in the clear.
Oh, no, you can't do that, Eric. No, you can't, because I only had the windows cleaned last week, and I was just throwing good money away.
Well, I'm not waiting till they're dirty again. You just keep out of the way of flying glass. Now, just get down behind there.
Oh, Eric.
Right. Now then. I missed.
I know. But I heard a window smash.
help it, could I? I couldn't stand right in front and go like that. I had to be crafty and go one of those.
Brilliant!
Well, that's not so daft. Nobody saw me. I'm not that stupid.
There's the man, Constable. I just had a new window put in. The putty wasn't even dry.
Mr. Brown, I can explain.
Will you tell your brother we do not require an explanation?
Mr. Brown says we do not...
Yeah, I know what he said. This isn't the Japanese embassy.
All right, take him away.
Well, I was cautioning him first, sir.
Oh, all right.
I
Must warn you. Look, I'm not daft. I've just been sent to Coventry.
Oh,
You'll
I
have
see.
to go through my stenographer.
Ah, well, would you just tell your brother, madam, that anything says... we
I
take
know
down your
what's
rights-
going on. Come on, like a madhouse.
Will you tell your brother good night?
Mr. Brown says good night,
You
Eric.
tell Mr. Brown good night from me and wave to him. Ta-ta! You tell the constable I'm ready.
Mr. Sykes, you claim that you did not break the other windows in the street, but that you inadvertently broke your neighbour's window whilst attempting to break your own. It would be an extraordinary state of affairs if we all had to smash our own windows in order to avoid being suspected of smashing windows. I will remand you for a week pending a medical report.
It won't hurt, will it?
No, of course not, no. Now, we shall be able to see on this graph here what effect sounds have on his brain. Now, I'm going to start off with some recordings of smashing windows. Amazing. Extraordinary. No reaction at all. I'll try this one.
Darling, come closer. Put your hand around me. Oh, darling, closer. Oh, you are so magnifique.
Has he led a very sheltered life?
Perhaps you should wait a little while. It takes a little time to sink in.
Well, any normal person would have reacted instinctively.
Ah, well.
Well, you seem to have passed that little test all right.
Thank you. With that contraption on my head, I couldn't hear a thing.
Now, cross your legs, please.
Well, you can hear that, can't you?
Pardon?
Capital. Do you know about the nervous system?
Oh, no, of course. I just know Eric's legs. He's got a nasty little boil just there. Ah.
Yes. Well, now, if you just come and sit in this chair here. Will you? Thank you. That's right. Now, what does this object bring to mind?
A spoon?
Yes, yes.
Spoon, fork.
Salt,
Pepper.
lady,
Man.
April.
May.
Very good.
Very bad.
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Pardon?
Radishes. He said pardon and radishes.
Yes! I think that's the best one so far.
Good morning.
No, you misunderstand. When I said Tuesday, I meant I would see you next Tuesday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were playing the,
I thought you were winning, actually.
Yes. I think perhaps you'd better leave us now, madam. You don't
Yes,
mind?
I'll write your hat. We'll play that game at home.
Yes, Eric, don't worry. I'm sure they'll let you out as soon as the window smasher, they know who it is.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't mind. The food isn't so bad. And there's not too much marching.
Now, perhaps we can start again. What is this object?
Telephone.
Excuse me. Hello? Are you sure? Absolutely sure? But surely all the medical evidence points to... Oh, very well. It wasn't you.
What wasn't me?
They have a man down there who has confessed to the window smashing.
What the hell? I told you all the time I was innocent, clever Dick.
No, no, you're not. You broke your neighbor's window. Now, I could have you locked up for that. One stroke of a pen and you'll be in a psychiatric ward.
Oh, yes. And if I just pick up that little phone, you could be in the psychiatric ward with me. Oh, yeah. Straight in touch with the local press. It wouldn't look good, would it? Local boy beaten up in psychiatrist's office.
Beaten up? What beaten?
3rd degree. You put my head in a vice.
I never gave you any 3rd degree.
You 3rd degree, and then you beat me up after the head in a vice.
Well, your sister hit you as well.
I haven't forgotten that either. No, if you'll just excuse me, Maestro, you couldn't even get a knee to go in the air. My sister can do that with no training. Can't even get a knee to go up in the air.
I can get a knee to go up in the air.
Something in your glasses.
The champagne, I don't think
Oh, a reception committee.
Oh, Rick, it's good to see you back. Oh, my, you've lost weight.
I've been away 2 days.
Oh, look, here's something to put the colour in your cheeks. Oh, love him, and it's lovely to see him back.
Donuts. Oh, I haven't finished that crateful you sent to the, Nick.
Cheers, Ricky.
Well,
Cheers to you all. Cheers.
Well, you're free now, thanks to our vigilance. We always get our man.
The window smasher gave himself up.
Oh, yes, the window smasher. Arthur Pules, the glazier. The one man who stood to gain from it all. Oh, yes.
Well, I must say, he charged very reasonable prices for putting the windows back again.
Yeah, did a good job, too.
Yeah.
And quick, back in the same day.
It was rather pathetic, really. He had a wife and 3 children to support. He was driven to it.
Oh. Yes, and he had a widowed mother, you know.
Did he? I
Had a
didn't
widowed
realise
mother. Yes,
You're right, aren't you? A fella only goes and puts all your windows out and then charges you double to put them
That's
down.
it. Go
And
on,
now
go
that
on,
Blount's
go
enjoying
on.
all that good food.
Go
down
on,
with Nick.
knock him. That's right. That's typical, that
Knock
is.
him?
Go on, knock him. Yeah, he not only spared your windows, he gave himself up to save you, and all you can do is have a go at him.
What are you talking about? He's the one that broke all the windows. He didn't charge you money and... Stay where you are.
I know.
Right. Okay. Well, I've been in the Nick, I've been sent to Coventry, I've had my head examined, and now I've had my wind out. Now, are you satisfied?
I don't know what to say. I think we want to go on seeing that psychiatrist. Good night.
Crackers, that's what you are.
Right, well, that will have you.
I'm off. I've got some lamb chops in the oven.
Oh, I'll come with you.
Yeah, mad. My lamb chops, he's had.
Eric, what did you want to do that for? It's freezing in the evenings.
Don't worry about it, it was just a gesture. That glazier will have him back in 5 minutes. What's his number?
He's in the nick.